up in a monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. I am in the tanka color of Willy Wonka. First things first, I'ma eat your brain. You know, happiness is spontaneous. When some good things happen, you immediately feel happy. But sadness is not like that. It's a sneaky guy. It takes some time to kick in, like days, months, or years. But it always kicks in. See, I don't hate the job. I only hate the people. You guys know albums, right? They have the best snacks in the world, man. Absolutely. Especially the one. The name is quite odd, but it's the best. Punjabi Tadka. You should try it sometime. So I have this rule. If I am in my home, I stay in my home as long as possible. If I'm out, I stay out as long as possible. So I'm in my home. So what do I do in my stay? I read books. So the stay can be a little bit better. So let's see what I did. Book Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I absolutely don't care about any of those people, you know. I just bought this book because it has some good cover, you know. But these people betrayed me. Look at the font. It's very small. My eyes are pained, man. But okay, I don't complain, okay. I can read this book. I read it in 40 hours. I'm not boasting, but I still tell. Because it's so bad, I just want to finish it over as fast as possible. So this is the book I have been talking about. You see this book? It released very recently. She's an young writer. Before going into it, I just want to tell one thing. No good writing came out of an young writer. See, you think writing can be learned in 1 or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Takes decades to have a good writing. I mean, you can write good, but to have that flow, to what? To structure the book, to keep you gripped, it takes some time. She told this book takes 7 years to write. Yeah, I think she really has some good ideas there. Young people have good ideas, but to have a good solid writing to make you engaged for a long time, it takes some time. I mean, writers who are over 35, they're good. I mean, they produce some good works. All the writers, you take all the writers who are over 35, they produce some good writings. You can ask me who I am to tell this. Look, I have started more books than I finished. It means I've seen all kinds of books. I read here and there. I know them. But I'm just impatient to finish them. But I've seen almost all kind, the old, the new, the classics, the fiction, the fantasy, everything. I've seen here and there everything. But I've always seen people who are a little bit older, they produce the good ones. And the new people have some really good ideas and they try to play with it. But in terms of writing, the solid, the flow, they just lack it. This book particularly lack the story. I mean, I'm not get interested in anybody in this story. See, I found this book in Amazon. It also has some good ratings in Goodreads, but I just bought it for the cover. And I also read a couple of pages at the start. It really good when I bought it, but once I started and go through it for some time, I regret my decision. You know something? This book is made into a TV show by Warner Bros. You know Warner Bros, you know? Most of my favorite movies are produced by them. It's a big production company. And they're going to make this book into a TV show. I have one advice for them. Just delete the first 120 pages of this book. It's not needed. I mean, it's very lagging. And what to say, I just want to get over it. It's boring. That's all. 120 pages. Cut, throw, finish. And you can ask me whether it gets better after the 120 pages. To some extent. But you get used to it. You get used to that mediocrity. But I want to give credit for the writing. Okay, at some parts the writing is very good. I know this writer is saying because you seen that Instagram video where a small rat-like thing is flying and sitting in one hand. You should have seen that. That creature is coming in that book. I mean, she said she should be seeing Instagram a lot. I know she's an young writer. She's inspired by the things she's seen in today's world. That is an advantage for this book. See, when books comes in a period, it is for that period. I mean, people in that period can connect more with it. Therefore, she write this book in 2022, and we can connect to it. I'm not saying it's most of the things are absolutely unrelatable, okay? But some small things we can connect. In story, the big things we can connect, but small things she just drop here and there just like that. Those things we can connect. Book talks big on psychiatric problems and the suicide attempt, everything like that, but it does not have the depth, you know. At some places the writing is have some depth. It's not bland, okay. Some books I've seen it's bland. Some new age books which sells a lot of volumes, they're very bland writing. But this book does not have a bland writing. The author thrown some spices all over here and there, but the kind of things they want to address, like these like the suicide attempt. I don't know why she attempted suicide. I don't know what's their problem. Why are they behaving like that? They say this book is very relatable and very true, but I don't see any truth in that. Okay, it's at most of the time you don't know what is happening there. I mean, why they are behaving like that? What's their problem? I get it. The guy's drinking and she doesn't like it, but it's not that big of a problem to go to a suicide attempt, or she thinks it's a bigger problem, like drinking habit. The only thing I found they say is the drinking habit is the only problem with the boy, but she cheats on him. She thinks the drinking is very bad, so she attempts suicide, but she will cheat on him. It's funny, man. The books, the marriage doesn't work out on what is happening, but you never even for a second feel very close to the characters, because the things which cause the problems is not addressed completely. But writing, as I already told, you can connect it with the new. It has some spicy. Okay, it's good. The writing is good at some parts, but if you see it as a story, why I have to care about them? The book doesn't give any reason for me to care about them. Okay, that's the only fault. But one character is particularly interesting. The name that mentioned here, Cleo and Frank, they are the one character is more interesting than these two. That is Eleanor, uh, Ellie. She's good. I mean, to some extent, people can relate to her. She's much better than these two characters. And as I already told, after that 120 pages, the writing gets really better, and the writing is really good. Most of the new novels does not have this kind of a good writing. They feel bland. This writing is not bland. Only the story is bland, and they don't build the tension or grip, or they don't. The story doesn't want me to get involved in it. That's the only problem. But other than that, it absolutely fine. You can give it a try, but you need a lot of patience because for the first 120 pages. But after that, it really gets good going. So I'll see you again with some good book. I also have some many good books in my pipeline. I'll see you as soon as possible. Tada.